So I was told I have to unbox this, so I'm unboxing it. For once, I actually don't have any clue what it is I'm unboxing. So if this video is like where I get killed by Freddy Krueger and it magically gets posted to the internet, like in that brilliant remake, yeah, awesome. I should really want to know who uploaded that video. This twin brother that got killed by Jason earlier?
Yeah.
Or I guess the video was like an archival video, right?
Yeah. Technically, you still might die.
Yeah, but it's not from that. That makes sense now, because I unboxed every other freaking one I got. Oh, he has a silver shamrock thing on the back? That's awesome. This is probably one of their better made pieces, like for the weapons. It feels less cheap than the other ones. Like the knives are kind of... Those are fun, right? Thank you. So part of the reason I wanted to do Christmas horror vlogs is because I kind of collect and enjoy watching trashy horror Christmas movies. And I felt like I had a much larger collection until I moved them on their own on this bookshelf that used to have all my Halloween masks on it. And now it looks pretty tiny, but there are quite a few movies in here, and I've been starting my marathon of horror Christmas movies. So the first one I did this year was Krampus, mostly inspired by the fact that I picked up that gingerbread man replica from Krampus at Spooky Empire a couple weeks ago. And this was the first time I revisited this movie since seeing it in theaters, and I was really happy to go back to it. I had a lot of fun. I actually plan on watching it again before Christmas has passed. I think when my parents are in town, I might force them to watch this, or at least force my mom to watch it. She might enjoy it. I don't know so much about my dad. But still, probably one of the most easily recommendable Christmas horror movies. Second one I did was Silent Night Deadly Night Part 2. And I said in my Christmas horror movie video I did years ago, Part 2 is all you need. You don't need Part 1. Part 1, it has some good moments in it, but for the most part, it kind of just moves at a very slow pace. It's not a particularly exciting movie. I got bored with it at least. Part 2 takes everything in Part 1, chops it up into a best of moment with some great narration over top of it, and then does its own thing. The lead actor playing the killer in Part 2 and the guy telling the story of his brother from Part 1 has just the best overacting, the best eyebrow acting I've ever seen, though that might have been a caterpillar glued to his head, I'm not entirely sure. And of course, we all know Garbage Day. And as of this point, this is the most recent one I've watched and the first new one for this year. This is Caesar and Otto's Deadly Xmas. And, well, this movie is definitely not good. I was kind of thinking it might be because there were some little, award-winning laurels down here at the bottom. I thought maybe it was going to be some hidden gem. And really it just seems like an indie movie to be an indie movie. They're constantly making fun of the budgets they have to work with on indie films, constantly taking jabs at their screenwriting teacher from college, and the best parts in this movie are the references to the original Silent Night Deadly Night, which come just frequently enough that I'm like, hey, that was funny, let me keep watching. It's very odd pacing, everything moves at like lightning speed, which is really odd for a movie. It's like they wrote too long of a script and then they were like, fuck it, we're just gonna shoot the whole damn thing. Not a recommendable one, probably not one I'm gonna hold on to. To be quite honest, I fell asleep watching the very end of it this morning, and I'm not entirely sure if I missed like a minute or if I missed like 20. And I think either way I would have been equally confused when it got to the ending. So definitely not a recommendable one. Alright, so I did finally reorganize all of my autograph wall. Had to add another column basically there on the end, and it's looking pretty jam-packed now, so hopefully I don't get a ridiculous amount here in the near future. But next thing is Spooky Empire in April, so I've got some time to recover from this huge reorganization of everything. And I do have one blank spot there, just because it's kind of an awkward spot behind the detolf, but... And of course I could always add another row down here if I was so inclined. Alright, so this box, I don't actually know what's in it, and it might be something I've been waiting for like months now, but it may be something completely different. I really have no freaking clue. Okay, well, this isn't what I've been waiting for necessarily, but it's something else. Something I was actually just about to ask when it was coming. And, well, let's say the Postal Service did an awful job with this because I knew what it was, because a very important piece of it was almost falling out the side. So I'm gonna carefully remove that. We'll get back to that here in a second. Really not much left to unbox. Holy crap, USPS. I mean, I know it's the holidays, but I could maybe try a little? Oh well. On the plus side, knowing what this is, there's not much of a chance of it being that messed up from the trauma inflicted on this box. Oh yeah. Yes. Very, very cool. So my real camera decided to crap out on me right as I got this out of the box. But this is the official Hatchet Victor Crowley Hatchet. This is actually sold by Arescope, the company that produced the Hatchet movies. It's made off the original mold, I believe, that was used for the prop in the movie. It's a heavy foam. It's freaking awesome. It's got like blood on the one side of the axe, none on the other. These were originally put out, I guess, in like a limit of 6 at a horror convention. I forget which one. I think it was like Rock and Shock, and there was a big demand because it was so limited, so they opened it up to offer, I think they were like full kits. We got like a mask, fake blood, a screenplay. They were really expensive though, and this year Arescope released a limited amount of just the Hatchet, which is awesome. This is so cool. I love Hatchet. And then the one piece I pulled out earlier that I was worried about was this. This is the official piece to it, I guess. The card signed by Adam Green. Philip, hold on to all your pieces. Happy slashing. Awesome. So that makes it officially mine, I guess. That's how they were kind of individualizing all these releases. But I'm so freaking excited about this thing. So I wasn't planning on doing unboxings for stuff like this until I actually already unboxed it, but I got the Fright Rags Krampus socks that just came out, and I don't know, I really like their socks for some stupid reason. I have a couple of the Halloween ones, trick-or-treat ones, and I don't know, I was excited to get them. And then the freebies that came in, of course we get the standard Warhead. I got the Incredible Hulk style Jason sticker. And then I got a Chucky card. So today I watched All Through the House, which is, I think it's a 2016 release, Christmas horror film, keeping with the theme of Christmas horror films, of course. And I gotta say I was really disappointed. I don't know why, for some reason I had it in my head that this was like shaping up to be some big, cool, awesome Christmas horror movie. I hadn't actually watched any trailers for it or watched anything about it, but the promotion it was getting, I guess, the coverage it was getting on different websites made me think it was going to be something big and cool and awesome. I don't know if it's in the category of so bad it's good. It's not good in a traditional sense, that's for damn sure. I just can't tell if it's so bad that it's enjoyable. I watched it with a friend, and it was good that we could like sit there and make fun of it and MST3K over top of everything and yell out lines from better Christmas horror movies and other horror movies. The plot of it was, I'm trying to think how to say this without spoiling everything. It was very much stereotypical slasher. The killer reminded me a lot of Cropsy because of their weapon of choice. It was a Santa Claus costumed slasher, so that's, one of the things going for it. I feel like there's like Christmas horror movies fall in one of two categories, and one of those categories is Santa Claus slasher, the other category is miscellaneous other Christmas horror, I guess. But it was interesting. I still don't know how I feel about it. I can't recommend it though. I think the $5 I paid to rent it on Amazon was more money than I ever should have spent on it. So I definitely wouldn't buy it, but it may be worth a drunken viewing. So I'm kind of losing my voice, which is going to make the rest of these vlogs a little harder to do, but hopefully that changes tomorrow. But I got the new Fright Rags in, which was their mystery holiday t-shirt. So it's one mystery shirt, well, I guess 2 mystery shirts, one special shirt that you're almost guaranteed to get. And, well, I don't even know which one of these is the special shirt or if either of them are, but I got Beetlejuice, which is kind of cool. And then Hocus Pocus, which I don't give a flying fuck about. So I'll probably be getting rid of this one. But hey, it was fairly cheap, and I got one shirt I wanted, or enjoy, so it kind of works. Alright, since I've been sick the last couple days, but I kind of have my voice back, I figure I'll review the movies I've watched in the meantime. So I did watch A Holiday Horror Story. Oh wait, A Christmas Horror Story. Yeah, because Walmart can't sell it with the right name on it. That's hilarious. I actually really like this. It's a really good horror anthology, Christmas themed. I've talked to people, a lot of people have like different stories in there they seem to dislike. I like almost all of it. I just really enjoy it. Some of the connections to Christmas are kind of nebulous. It's more like they just had ideas and they just were like, oh, we could put this together and kind of give it a Christmas through line, but it doesn't really matter. So I would definitely recommend checking this one out. And then last night I was lucky enough to be able to see a theatrical screening of the original Black Christmas. This is one of my favorite horror Christmas movies. I forgot how much I like it until seeing it again. It's very much forerunner to John Carpenter's Halloween. A lot of similar ideas are in this that would later be, I guess, perfected in Halloween, but I really like this. The tagline for the movie is, if this movie doesn't make your skin crawl, it's on too tight, and it literally does make your skin crawl. There's creepy crap in here. There's some just iconic horror images that kind of transcend being a Christmas horror movie and make it more of just a great horror movie. So this one, highest of recommends. If you're going to check out any Christmas horror movie this year, this would be the one to watch, I think, especially because there's a brand new Scream Factory version that just came out. So I think this might be my top recommendation for the year. Though, Christmas Horror Story is on Netflix right now, so you can check that one out if you have a subscription. Alright, so I got another unboxing here. Let's crack this guy open. Yes. So, there's a little different mask than what I've been unboxing mostly lately. Though I did unbox something very similar not too long ago. Oh wow. Doesn't make me a complete mess of things. This is really nice. So this is a Part 6 hood. Or it's a little more than a hood, because it does have the kind of connecty bit here at the nose, which usually a hood would kind of cut all this middle section out, at least from some I've seen, but it looks pretty nice. It's definitely a latex mask. It feels decently thick, so I'm not really sure who makes this thing, but the detail looks pretty good. We got the cut going across the head, the Tommy cut, we have the axe wound up there at the top, all the kind of rotten crap. We got some other scratches here in the back. Some decay there on the neck. Yeah, I dig it. Can't wait to put on a head and put the mask on. So ironically, as you might have heard my dog barking like crazy in that last clip, I actually got the means to facilitate what I was looking for. I got a mannequin head here to put the hood on. Then we can try to slide this fiberglass mask over top of it, and I'm going to need 2 hands for that. And, well, from the front I think this works. Straps on this mask are not having an easy time going down all the way. So, from the side or the back it looks bad, but mostly you'll be seeing it from the front anyway. And I think if I was to kind of poof out the rest of the mask here, I think it would look alright. So, not too shabby. Play with it a little more, but it's getting there. Okay, a couple last holiday horror reviews. First up was Santa's Sleigh. Watched this a few times before. I think it gets more enjoyable every time I watch it. I actually really do like the characters in it, and that's not something I could say for a lot of horror movies, so really can't complain about that. And plus, it's just ridiculous as Goldberg was Santa killing people, and he's the son of Satan, and I find that incredibly amusing. And then I rewatched Christmas Evil, which I've seen a few different times, but this is the first time I've watched it on this Blu-ray copy I picked up a while ago from Vinegar Syndrome, which was a complete restoration of the movie, and it actually looked really good. I reviewed it years ago. I had it in my top 10 Christmas horror movies video, and I'd said something to the effect of, it looks like it was filmed on a potato. Well, this Blu-ray, it no longer looks like that. It looks very good, and another movie I enjoy more every time I see it. I still think the ending's weird, and I know people say that there's a very definitive thing that happens at the end, and it's different than what you actually see, but I still think it's just a strange way to end a movie. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And last on the list is something I don't actually have a DVD to show off, so I guess we'll just stare aimlessly at my tree while I talk about it. But 12 Deadly Days on YouTube Red. So it's their subscription service. I did the month trial just to check out this series in particular because I really like the show Holliston, and I like the Movie Crypt podcast, and the director Joe Lynch, who's one of the stars of Holliston and one of the two people on the Movie Crypt, directed the first couple episodes of the movie, or of the series. And even though I didn't like his first episodes as much, I actually did like the ending when he came back to do some. But the overall series I thought was a really fun horror Christmas anthology. It very much rips off a lot of better known things, whether it be classic Christmas stories or horror movies that you're probably very familiar with. But it put a nice, fun, Christmassy spin on top of it, and I think it was well worth watching. It's something that if they did put it out on DVD, I'd probably pick it up, though I'm guessing that's probably not how they use YouTube Red. But I'd be interested if they did. So I got through the entire video and I realized I hadn't actually done a real ending to it, as I kind of did my October vlogs. I want to say I hope everybody out there enjoyed their holidays. I hope you guys enjoyed my attempt at doing another vlog here. When I did the ones in October, I got some positive feedback on them. So I figured I'd use the next major holiday, not counting Thanksgiving, to go ahead and try it again. Getting sick halfway through kind of ruined it for me. But who knows, I'll try something else in the future. I've got other stuff coming up that's not necessarily action figure collecting related, but maybe enjoyable to bring the camera along. I've already got tons of new stuff planned out for at least the beginning of 2017. I already shot a collection video giving you an update on this room here and all the stuff in it. Got some new Kenner aliens to review, or NECA Kenner aliens, and all kinds of other cool stuff. So plenty more to come in the coming year. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.